What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty with the GoPro clip to my head, and this is the updated 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe. And who's ready for a test drive? I know I certainly am. This is an updated version of the kind of previous Tahoe, I guess you could say. And we've got a whole new front end and almost whole new interior. So it's not a complete redesign, but it's a really, really nice refresh model. New grille, new headlights. This one's got 22-inch wheels, which are a standalone option. Looks really, really nice on this one. We have sterling gray on the outside and jet black and sky cool gray on the inside, which is a new color for this year too. We got a sticker price of about $84,000 on this particular one. Making our way around back, you could see new taillights, new rear end design with the tailgate and quad exhaust tips too. Looks very nice from any angle, I think, this new Tahoe. Now, if you're interested in seeing all of the features this Tahoe has to offer on the outside, under the hood, in the trunk, in all rows of seating and all the technology, make sure you check out my dedicated features review of this truck to get a full knowledge. And you can either see that video at the end of this one, I'll provide you a link, or you could check it out on Ty Drives. But we'll do a basic quick overview before we take this out for a test drive. Trunk area, obviously massive. It's a Tahoe, so third row seat folded up on this side, folded down on the other side. We have a huge amount of space. You can fold down and up the third row seats and fold just down the second row seats, and you even have a 110 outlet. A little bit of storage in the back here too. Obviously power trunk lid. And in the rear seats, we can see this really cool sky cool gray interior, really light gray, nice materials back here. Captain's chairs too, that will fold down flat, slide back and forth, and also fold up so that you can get into the rear seats. We also have the rear seat media package with this one too, so nice touchscreens, which you can watch Ty Drive's YouTube channel on, and some HDMI ports too. Also your own rear climate control back here and heated seats. So really nice looking second row seats. And we'll fold down this seat real quick just so you can see what the third row looks like. Nice attention to detail back there too. Well, let's have a seat in the main event. So notable features up here: memory seats, power folding mirrors, 10-speaker Bose audio system, lots of buttons and things on the left of the dash, and really nice looking seats. I dig this in color interior on the Tahoe. Let's get in and start her up. Get a nice little here at that 5.3 V8 under the hood, and it looks like an all-new Tahoe when you sit inside. It's a new steering wheel, new screens in front of you, and a touchscreen, new climate control, new center console. Almost everything is new in here, and that's good. I mean, it makes it a little bit less truck-like, but it still has that kind of drive like a really comfy truck. Now, speaking of the drive, let's fasten our seatbelt here for safety, and let's take the new Tahoe for a little test drive here. All right, and here we are driving the Tahoe. So to kick things off, we're gonna get around this bend here. We're kind of in this industrial park, so there's not a whole lot of traffic going on. And we'll do a quick acceleration test, see how this 5.3 liter V8 gets up to speed. Now there are two other engine options available for the Tahoe. They are both carryover from the previous model year. A 3 liter inline 6 Duramax turbo diesel, as well as the larger 6.2 liter V8. But we have the 5.3, and we're gonna see how it performs right at the end of this curve here. So what we'll do is we'll bring it to a stop quick, and we'll see how it performs on a 0 to 60 test. Here we go. And that was almost 60 there. We'll follow up with a quick braking test. And yeah, the 5.3 V8 definitely has enough power to scoot this behemoth along. We're working with 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque with this 5.3. And it's all connected to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And this particular one has four-wheel drive. Good thing, because we are up here in the Northeast, but just a two-wheel drive model is available for the southern markets. All right, so taking the Tahoe up this hilly neighborhood here. Now this V8's actually a really nice sounding engine too. It's got the quad exhaust tips, and we even did a little exhaust clip in our features review, so just make sure you check that out so you can hear what it sounds like from the outside. And you definitely get some of that sound from the engine that comes in from even the inside. So when you're driving it, you get that nice deep V8 kind of gurgle, I guess you could say, when you drive the Tahoe around. Now there's one more engine I wanted to kind of showcase too, and I'm hoping we'll be able to get our hands on one for a Suburban review, and that's the 3 liter Duramax turbo diesel engine. And everything I've heard from that engine is absolutely phenomenal. It's very economical, and you get tons of miles of fuel range. I've been hearing some people getting about 700 miles to a tank of diesel on that engine, so very economical engine. And a very smooth too. I've driven one briefly before, but we'll definitely have to get one of those on camera. Now the suspension setup on this Tahoe Premier is actually very, very comfortable. You could still tell that you're in a truck kind of chassis, I guess you could say, but a very, very comfortable one nonetheless. This one actually has the magnetic ride control, so it is a very supple and comfortable ride for riding on a truck chassis. The bumps are absorbed nicely. You can still kind of feel, you know, that kind of typical truck ride when you go over bumps, but they're pretty muted. You know, definitely a lot better than, say, you know, the ride of a Silverado or a Sierra truck. Now there are quite a bit of different gauge displays. As you can see over here, we have the giant Google Maps displayed, but if you press this little button right here, you could cycle between a few different displays. So now kind of we have the traditional tachometer, speedometer with your fuel gauge and coolant temperature, and there's also transmission temperature, oil pressure too. You could press this little pages button here, and that will adjust to a kind of full screen Google Maps display, which is very cool. Click it one more time over to a kind of a driver's assistance screen, which looks very nice. Click it once more to kind of a kind of limited display, so kind of just the speed up front, and one last one to kind of have a larger tachometer with your speed digital right in the center. But my favorite display has to be this one here, which kind of gives you all of the information and more of a traditional look at the gauges. This is probably the one I would drive around in the most, but the one I think that looks the best is this kind of driver's information display, or I should say driver's assist display. Now once you have lanes tracked in on your lane keeping assist, that'll turn green, making a very cool looking appearance and just letting you know that you're kind of locked into your lanes. It's keeping an eye on the lanes too, so that you don't kind of drift out by mistake. Now this next road here will be a brief drive on kind of like a 2-lane highway, so we can get it up to some higher speeds. Yeah, and this 10-speed automatic transmission is awesome. It does a good job of keeping you in the right gear. Pretty fast gear changes too, and it's very smooth. I'm actually really impressed with the suspension on this car. We have 22-inch wheels, and even 24-inch wheels are now available on the Tahoe and Suburban. Yeah, this 22-inch wheel setup is actually doesn't ride bad at all. It's actually very comfortable. Now, keeping on the theme of comfort is the seats. Very, very comfortable, very adjustable. You have 4-way lumbar on the driver's seat, and the passenger seat is also adjustable, power adjustable too. So just a very comfortable overall vehicle. I know quite a few people who have Tahoes and Suburbans just as kind of like family vacation vehicles. Because for one, they're massive, and for two, they're very comfortable for the whole family. And you can fit a crap ton of luggage in the rear, also a bunch of people if you have a larger family, and it's just a very comfortable kind of highway cruiser. I could see myself taking a nice long trip up north to the ski resorts, or down south to Florida to go maybe do some sunbathing at Daytona Beach. But either way, long trips will be really, really comfortable in this Tahoe. And ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much does it for the test drive on the 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe. Very impressive vehicle. I kind of want one, to be honest with you. And I hope you have enjoyed it just as much as I have. And to kind of like sum up this vehicle, I guess you could say it is definitely a modern take on a traditional SUV. Still the body on frame chassis, but with all the nice modern amenities and screens. So to say the least, I do definitely like this new Tahoe. But again, thank you very much for watching. At this point, the video link for the features review should be popping up there, so make sure you give that a look too. Again, thank you very much for watching.